Hey guys, Tony Denaro here, and if you've been following my channel for a while, first of all, thank you, and second of all, you would have caught my video back in July and saved yourself a 35% loss on all of these different Chinese stocks. Today, I'm going to give you an update on where they're at and what I see going forward on these stocks. If you caught the update in October that made some people really angry as I urged continued caution, again, you would have saved yourself losses between now and then on many of these stocks. Some of them are down from the warning I made on October. Some of them are flat. One exception has gone slightly up. Let's get right into it and jump into these stocks and see what's happened since July and October to today. First one we're going to be looking at is Alibaba. Up in the top left-hand corner, back in July, Alibaba was trading in the $230 range. It dropped all the way down to $138 in October. Then we had this bump after the meeting between President Biden and President Xi was announced. I urged that that was probably an over-optimistic bump and to trade with caution, and that there were still some stumbling blocks in the road for these stocks. And sure enough, after 6 weeks have elapsed, Alibaba is lower than the point that I made the video in October. The second company, Baidu, ticker symbol BIDU, in July trading at $197, dropping down to $147 in July with a little bump on that news, running up and then now again down from my second warning in October to be careful with these stocks. In the bottom right-hand corner, we have ticker symbol Didi. Didi was trading at $16 back in July. It dropped down to a low of $7.26. What's happened with Didi since October in my second video on Chinese stocks? It's seen its share of ups and downs and is essentially flat for this period, currently trading at $8.43. Finally, everybody's favorite, NIO, the EV car company from China. Back in July when I first made my warning about caution and that I was selling all my Chinese stocks, NIO was trading at $55. It fell all the way down since then to $33. On the day that the Biden-Xi meeting was announced, it got a bump and I urged caution on that day. It did run all the way up to $43, but has since lost almost all of those gains, currently trading at $38. It's now mid-November, 6 weeks since my warning in the beginning of October to be careful with these companies. What is causing these issues? And why is NIO the one that hasn't quite fallen all the way back down? Let's look at some headlines. As I've been saying over the past couple months, we cannot ignore the impact of the real estate and financial crisis that is brewing in China, plus the government crackdowns on these companies. To be blunt, Alibaba had a really bad quarterly report, missing both on earnings and revenue and citing the Chinese economic conditions as the reason for the slowing growth. Baidu beat both revenues and earnings, but still had a massive loss for the quarter of $2.6 billion, and they warned of future revenue impact due to Chinese regulatory crackdown and the financial situation going on in China. And when it came to NIO's recent quarterly earnings, the revenues were fine, but the guidance was a little bit muddy, and that is eroding investor confidence. The recent exuberance with Tesla, Rivian, and Lucid has helped keep NIO from falling quite as far as the other Chinese stocks, but I think it's just a matter of weeks or maybe a quarter before the continuing slowdown and erosion of confidence in the Chinese financial sector and the Chinese economy takes its toll on NIO, so be very careful if you're trading this stock. I want to close with an update on the Holding Foreign Companies Accountable Act, because that is another one that I want you guys to be aware of if you're trading Chinese stocks. On November 8th, the SEC okayed a rule to implement the law that will delist foreign companies that don't meet accounting standards of the United States SEC. This means that potentially any Chinese company trading as an ADR in the U.S. markets could be completely delisted from the U.S. equity market. So those are two big reasons that, again, I'm going to hold off on any reinvesting into Chinese companies. Not only do we have the concern about the Chinese economic conditions, we also have this Holding Foreign Companies Accountable Act, and that is something that you need to seriously keep in mind if you are making major investments into these companies. For me right now, there's better, safer places to invest my money than Alibaba, NIO, Baidu, or Didi. I'll keep an eye on them. I will provide you an update in another month to 2 months as things develop. Join me any day, Monday through Friday, as I live stream during market hours. I hope to see you on one of those future live streams. Maybe I can help you with your questions on these companies or one of the many others that we trade and discuss. Don't forget to buy and hold that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next video.
So you wanna go